I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's Daily Review. Today's October 5, Thursday, 2023. So we had this pretty shitty day, little indecisive, slowly peaking up to get above the highs. Sold off from these highs, as I mentioned yesterday, but didn't break the low, so decided to just consolidate and sit in this pocket of imbalance of price. And also on the weekly, we're still sitting in here. So they're in no hurry. This low is sort of acting as a heavy resistance to stop price, but I mean it's still poking up to get in here. Most likely it'll still come up here, I'm assuming, or it's going to break these lows and come down to here. I mean, there's only two options. To be honest with you, I'm not very interested even in the market. I don't want to be being involved. Just want to take one or two good moves. Nothing is being held like for super long ranges or anything like that, right? But other than that, this is where we're at. So we'll go to the 5-minute, and you'll see here that we stayed inside this range. So yesterday, we said that we were going to try to sell since okay, look at the 1 hour here. Since we were trying to get to the 50, we reached that yesterday and said that it probably would sell from either here or here, somewhere in this whole thing. Well, this high also, okay, so now coming to the 5-minute, you see when we made the video, we were talking about this high. It'll probably take it out and sell. If not, it'll just sell from here, right? And that actually is what it is actually what it did first. So when you identify your ranges, you know you have the 1 hour range, obviously the medium time frame, main frame of range that we got here when the hour, and then from here when we're retracing up here, we got higher highs, higher lows, real sloppy, real deep tracements. I mentioned that yesterday in the video, so watch that as well yesterday, so it makes sense. And then you've got these ranges already made, and then with this new higher high here, when we close for the day, that's also a range. So when we opened up, Asia just brought it up to squeeze people out. Real dirty, by the way. I'll also mention markets have been really dirty. So you can see extra drives, wiping people out, trying to get into trades, because I think a lot of people are figuring out how to trade. And also, obviously with, electronic trading, computer trading, like, technology trading, it's like they're trying to shake these guys out, man, because ever since AI and all these other things too. So I could definitely see it. I mean, there's no question that it's a little difficult. So in that case, which you can get around that, which in that sense you want to have deeper ranges, or you want to have more squeezed out price action, more liquidity taking. I mean, and that's fine with me too, because I'm good at liquidity taking. So for example, we did stay in this range right here. So from here to here, you come down here, we started making lows in Asia here, breaking down. All right, this retraced from here to here, so it's a failed high right here, retraces back. Look where it retraces to, a 70, and the open of yesterday actually, and then bounced up here, and then 8 o'clock, which is generally a good time to, so it's speakering out, shaking out, right? If you could see it, we have a speaker right here, right? So okay, just look right here, see this high, this low, see how it comes down, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low, and see this higher high, almost higher high, another higher high, and it starts to speaker out that way. See that? So this is just manipulation. So in that sense, I actually moved that in that direction as well, right? So it's like, for example, if this didn't get taken out, well, then we're stuck in this range from here, since this didn't take it out. So what did it do? It dropped all the way to 70. It engineered in liquidity, came back up to take out that liquidity and squeeze the people out selling here, right? Now it's 8 o'clock, which generally you'll catch a trade at 8 o'clock. It's funny, you'll see it between like 8 and 8:05 sometimes. But in general, they shot this price down, right? Now it's the 8:30. The 8:30 news pushed this down right here, all right? Because we had news today, so you're obviously waiting for that. Shoots the price down all the way over here to 8:30. Then retraces back, this could have been a buy right here because it does stay in here. Or if you waited for it to be underneath here, I would have bought it still. But price comes up, shakes them out, takes them out right here. Whoever sold at the 8 o'clock, and then it literally takes out this level at midnight or Asia, and then still does not take out that high. So, and I've made videos about this not too far ago, where you would see they would take out this kind of high, but not that high, and then it would still sell from there, real dirty, like I was saying. So what that was the logic though. So when 930 brought it up and didn't take out that high, but took out only that high, that was a sell for me. So okay, and we're number one, we're also mainly bearish, right? Don't forget that. So we're generally looking for sells. Could have busted all the way through, but at the same time, you understand, we know that we all know that we have that agenda of this pocket of price sitting here empty, you know, and the liquidity that was sitting there as well, the liquidity from this yesterday's high, right? So because of all that, it just makes it a little complicating, but it's still kind of going up at the same time. But you're going to take this sell where? You take this sell to take liquidity, because this was pretty obvious, right? This liquidity, we're shooting down, we take out those people, we get more into this down candle right here, and then we obviously break, and when we made this big imbalance right here from selling as well, so you could have waited 3 drives if you took this sell, right? Trusted in the process. This is a 5 minute. I can go to 1 minute, but you go 1 minute. And then, and with this, you're gonna have to, the change of delivery of this candle when it's bearish, when it pops, when it opens up, and then it goes up, and then it becomes bearish. That's a change right there. You could generally push the button right there because of having confidence, experience, and understanding that we took out that high. See that? So when we're watching that price, and we had about 3 drives up or whatever, right? So you see this, more like 4 when we broke this liquidity. Got that candle, that candle, that candle, that candle. It's 4 highs right there, right? And then really the objective was just to tap that high, but you gotta see this live when it's happening. You know, immediately. That's again experience or confidence trade right here. But the purpose is, even if you didn't, you'd have to wait for it to come back into this block on the 1 minute, and you'd have to put an entry here, or you could have put it at a half. Notice how it does come to half of the candle right here, or you know, a little bit less than half, obviously, if you don't want to miss the trade. That would be the way I handled this. And then price shot down again for that liquidity. I'm going to take it about here because I don't need to be right. Sure enough, if you held it for 3 drives, it would have been better. 1, 2, 3, even 4 drives right here. Or if you counted this as together, and then you counted this as together right here, and then this last one. So price comes down, shoots down for the sell, and where does it go to? Look right here on the 15 minute. Look at this. You see this. I'm gonna actually even blow this up. You see right here, 15-minute candle. Remember, we're stuck in that range right there. We never broke that range, so that we're stuck in it. We came down, retraced deeper, right? Taking those liquidity, and we come into almost the same level as here. And we're getting into this down wick right here. It's pretty much, if you look at 50% of this wick right here, it's pretty much perfectly lined up with here. The bodies of these candles on the 15-minute, you see that? And then this little push, this little extra wick down on this blue right here. That's again, I was saying it was dirty. That's the raid that they're looking for people trying to get in. Then they come back up. All right, but I'm showing you this area because this area hasn't been properly efficiently priced. They look at this gap as they look at this imbalance as a gap and as efficiently priced, right? Because it's all wicks, no body, right? So this is the agenda where they're hunting down for the liquidity, because these are also entries right here. Whoever got in right here, I'm just showing you on the 15 in general, but the logic is what I'm saying. So, and with the fib here, it's coming to retrace, like right here at the 88. Can you see that? Let me show you here. See the 88 right there? This 88 on the fib. So Let me go back. This is a 1 minute, right? Yeah. So this is where the price is. So super rough, slow motion, small ranges, shitty day. Didn't want to trade this at all. So this was a couple losses right here trying to catch this because they were dirty and came down again. Then they came back into this wick. See that wick right there on the 1 minute right here? Dips right in, and it dipped twice. This was actually a buy. I took this buy first as well. And then it came back. Decided to cancel the trade. Price came back down into this candle. I said, if it's going to buy in here, you're going to buy again. Sure enough, the price does hold and goes all the way up to where the minimum target for this trade is, if we're, again, shaking out, if it's a speaker, if it's manipulated, if it's just looking for liquidity. It's just hunting, and it's engineering liquidity and hunting liquidity afterwards, right? So if I take this, I got to take it at least to this. If you were to take it up here to the liquidity or here, that's fine. But for here as guaranteed profits, I would rather take 3 drives up here, which I want to get above this this low that we've been testing all this time. We're still stuck. It's kind of like we're still stuck as resistance with that low. See that green line right there? So that's this line right here. If let me go back to a 5 minute, and then you can kind of see how we're, dancing around it. We're even closing the day. We close the day on it, even like we're laying on it. You see it? So it's definitely recognizing that level constantly right now. So we don't know, again, 50-50 probabilities. That doesn't make it interesting for me either. You want to just take these moves and be done. I'm not trying to hold it up. I'm not trying to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? So so yeah, you know the objective on the top side, you know the objective on the bottom side. Obviously we have the liquidity here. I'm going to even do this as to be, just to do this even. All right. Let's do it this way. High here. I gotta go. Where are you at? I'm lost. Long day, right? And then this inefficiency right here in 1 hour. All right, guys. So you see where we're going on the top side, and you see where we're going. Uh-oh. On the bottom side. All right. Hope this is not too noisy, but we're still in this range right here. See that? So I mean, I don't think this is the quarter shift right now, because it can still come down here and wipe these people out here and get into here, or we're gonna start really getting bullish. I mean, tomorrow we do have non-farm again, so that's gonna be very volatile. I mean, after a day like after yesterday's non-farm and this whole, all this movement, the price is slowing down and can go any direction. So generally not high probability. Thursday and Friday are not good days because they are definitely manipulating and keeping structure and range tight, and not really a lot of good movement. So not things to work the way you want it to work, but as you see, we still obviously have this daily imbalance that we're still talking about right here. So I'll just put this purple. All right. Put one more here. As you can see that, right? So I haven't been drawing it, but this is what I'm talking about. I guess you know what I'm saying. So All right, so all right, you guys take care. Till tomorrow. God bless.